What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the past series here on Fox Sports 1. We are at Talladega Super Speedway, and I kind of forgot to change the version of Talladega we used for this series, so it's going to look a little different than it will the rest of the weekend. A lot darker. Just ignore that. But same old Talladega. We're expecting another crazy race with a huge pack and maybe some chaos. So, with that being said, let's get into our starting lineup. Man, I cannot English. I'm still tripping after last video. On the pole, we've got the 99 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting to his outside, it's a 16 of Justin Allgaier. Then you've got Frank Kimmel in the 44 and the 46 of Matt Carter. Rounding out the top 5 is the 60 of Patrick Shelter. To his outside is the 37 of Dexter Bean. This is going to be a wild one, folks. If you're not familiar with Talladega and the racing that takes place here, well, sit back, buckle up, strap yourself in, get ready, because this is about to be insane. Full field of cars on hand here today. About to send them off into turn 1 into the danger zone here in Talladega County. The second straight race rather, in the state of Alabama. Gonna end it off on hopefully a high note. The pace car is in the field, is now in the hands of the flag man, being led by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 99. Here we go. I'm gonna get the ticker out of your way, and we're gonna watch this race begin. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. We are racing at Talladega. Off of turn number 2 for the first time, and heading down the back straightaway is going to be Stenhouse leading the pack, and a big run on the outside for Allgaier. It's going to stay high. It's a 46 of Matt Carter, drops down low, going for the lead on the bottom. And he's going to clear the 99 of Stenhouse off turn number 4 rather. Here comes the 44, Frank Kimmel as well. Kimmel almost gets to the lead, but it's going to be Matt Carter leading the first lap of the race. Now lap 2, this is usually where things start to get crazy. The 60 all over the rear bumper of that number 44 car. Giving a push out to the lead. Car in the wall, Stenhouse. They're going to keep it straight. Four wide, further back, as Justin Lofton gets split in the middle. Now looking at 5 wide for a second there. Driver's not sure what lane they want to be in. Matt Carter is left out to dry. The second lane to the top. Looks like Stenhouse might go with him. No, decided against it in the entire outside line. Trying to give him some space. Got up into the outside wall. Shelter and Speed are going to fall way to the tail end of the field. Now let's go right on board with that 2 car of Scott Speed as they're wrecking ahead. Never mind. Big crash in turn 3. Sees a bunch of cars in the outside wall as Speed piles in. Up and over Stenhouse, upside down, another car tumbling through turns 3 and 4. A violent wreck here at Talladega. Coming back to the caution flag, and we may see a red. It's Frank Kimmel leading us back to the caution They're telling everyone to stop on the back straightaway as the red flag is waving. They're trying to stop these guys as quickly as they can. But man, there's a lot of torn up race cars. You're seeing the 11 of Brian Silas driving away with severe damage from that. Oh my goodness. Chaos breaks out here from Talladega. Let's see what happened. Oh, Silas just in a bad spot. Looks like just got out of 4 wide and no. Just got shuffled out in the middle of 2 lanes. Couldn't decide where he wanted to go fast enough, and they kind of split him, left him out to dry. He tried to squeeze up to the high line, which had a run, and block Daryl Basham in the 34. Didn't quite work out. He goes up into the outside wall and around in front of most of the field. As you see the 90 of Gabby DiCarlo on the inside getting clipped there. And she's going to take a really hard hit into the outside wall. She goes sliding straight up the racetrack. Boom, head on. Okay, not as bad as I thought it would be. She was able to lock it down and kill some of the momentum before impacting the wall, but still decent damage to that 90 car, and this is when it gets ugly right here. The 2 of Speed trying to get down, has a car down there. That's Duggan Basham right on his door. Basham gets into the 22, and then they start coming down the track and collecting everybody on the bottom who thought they had a clear path through, and just hard hits. You see James Hilton in the 48 got into the 99 of Stenhouse, launched him up into the air. He gets up on top of the 01, and then you see the 19 here of Bailey. I honestly don't remember seeing this 19 car at all. Definitely a new driver in the field, at least for today's race, or a rare start. Maybe he has made some starts this season. I just don't remember seeing that car. But that's his last name is Bailey. I'm gonna have to find that first name for you, but he goes for a extremely wild ride, and that's not what that small team needed at all. So everyone sees it happening up high. Their spotters are saying, "Go high, go low, go low, go low," and then cars start piling in. And now the low side's blocked, and there's just nowhere to go. They're on the brakes, but obviously it's too late at that point. As fast as you're going, you're not going to slow down anytime soon. And you see the consequences of that right there, with all the cars involved in that one. Red flag is in the air. It's going to be a lengthy cleanup. We're going to take this time to look at some onboards here. As we rode on board with Scott Speed before the wreck happened. Let's watch it through. Oh, he thought he made it through. Oh, Stenhouse got hit again late in that. Now, luckily, everybody is okay, or at least alert and talking to officials. And they're all going to make that mandatory trip to the infield care center. Go on board with Stenhouse here. Yeah, no idea this was coming. Watch this. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Stenhouse definitely got rocked in that one. That was a crazy wreck. Watching it from Gabby DiCarlo's view. Oh man, it gets ugly. It gets ugly fast. Oh man. Wow, did you see that 19 car go flying over the top? We're gonna watch it again, but we're gonna slow it down here. We're gonna watch it in slow motion. Watch this. He gets clipped. It's headed towards the outside wall. We're gonna slow it down a little more. Impacts the wall. Was lucky not to completely crunch in the nose there. And it's a good thing she didn't, because we still had some crumple zones left right here for when cars come piling in. You see the 22 getting pushed right into her. And then she comes down the banking, slides down into more traffic, keeps getting hit. More in the driver's side door here, and more cars come piling in. And look at the 19 flipping over the tops of multiple cars, landing on, is that Daryl Basham? No, that's Duggan Basham in the 94. Goodness. Or excuse me, Jason Basham. Goodness, I'm kidding. Listen, I'm used to Duggan. I'm used to Duggan in the 94. I'm tripping today. All right, Jason Basham in the 94 car, not Duggan. Duggan's not racing this season. Jason Basham is the car that had a car flying over the top. On board with Brian Stylist. There goes that rear camera angle. Oh, and then there's that impact, and it's gonna get ugly right here. Just watch. He gets lucky not to get hit again, but he sees this absolute anarchy happening in front of him. And he's going to feel very bad because he's going to feel like he caused all of this, but this is just a racing incident. There was nowhere else for him to go. I think by this point right here, the air is starting to affect that car. As crazy as it sounds, it's starting to slow that 11 car down. So he may have thought, hey, I might be clear, I can pull up. He's getting slowed down by the side draft here. The air being dumped onto the spoiler. And then they're already this close together. They're basically touching. They're hooked onto each other. They can't get off of one another. And they finally hook and go into the outside wall. And that sets off this huge chain of events. As we ride on board with it. Oh my goodness, Daryl Basham in the 34. Able to get that thing stopped and avoid serious damage. But you see the absolute chaos underneath. Goodness gracious. Pure chaos from Talladega. Lots of cars taken out. You see the 15 driving away from it there. 79, Jimmy Noel. Or Nowell. Greg Sachs, Corey Rabinold, Gabby DiCarlo, Rob Thompson. Lengthy cleanup going to take place. We're going to be right back with the continuation of this event after this break. Alright, welcome back to Talladega. It's been a lengthy red flag, but we're finally able to get back underway. Pace car is in. We only have about half the field left after that one, but still have a race to finish here, so let's go ahead and finish it, shall we? Frank Kimmel is going to lead us back to the green flag with John West Townley on his outside. Townley gets the great jump on the high side. Green flag waves. Townley actually clears Kimmel down into turn one, and he's going to hop back down the line in front of that 44 car. And these two Fords get together. A lot of contact back there as Norm Benning almost got turned around by Ian Slager there in the 97 car. Slager keeps it straight. Benning keeps it straight. Now Benning to the rear bumper of that 44 car. He's going to give him a push. Pushes him out in front of the 09. Or rather, he doesn't. Gets him underneath. But now he's going to stay with the 09 car and drafts up to his rear bumper, heading down into 3 and 4. Still charging on the bottom with no help. More cars hitting clip down on the apron. Dexter Bean saved it down there. Here comes the 97 of Slager with another run to the rear bumper to 23. He's going to decide against it. Jumps to the inside lane the moment he got the chance to. What a move by Slager to try and work his way up to the front. And now Ian Slager on the bottom pushing Dexter Bean through 1 and 2. Changes oh, trouble hard into the wall. It's Justin Lofton hard into the outside wall with Mike Harmon. That'll bring out the caution yet again. James Busher's going to drive past, and I believe another car having issues as Tim Mitchell blowing up, it seems, down the back straightaway. Or having some sort of mechanical failure on that 06 car. Racing back to the caution flag. More contact being made that allowed Michael Phelps to get underneath Ian Slager. 3 wide off turn number 4. Coming to the stripe is John West Townley on the inside. Frank Kimmel up high. Coming to the line. Who is it going to be? It looks like Townley might have got him at the line. It was John West Townley leading us to the caution flag by nothing there. Let's see what happened to bring out the caution. Oh, just lots of contact being made. Oh, man. That was an extremely hard impact. Thank goodness for the safer barriers. That's going to take Lofton right out of this race, but that could have been a lot worse. Looks like multiple rows of contact happening here. On the bottom, Shelter into the back of... Who is that? Is that the 38? I can't tell. Or is that the 30? One of the two. Either way, got into them unevenly. They go down on the apron. They save it. But above them, Gerhardt gets into the 24. Harmon sends him down the racetrack. Into the right rear quarter panel of the 20. They get together. They both go up into the outside wall extremely hard. Look at the right side tires off the ground for that 20 car coming back down. And then he gets hit by the 06 of Tim Mitchell. Now it's just back up into the wall again, but luckily not much of an impact there, just kind of kissed it and came to a stop. Luckily, both drivers okay. Both drivers have taken the window net down, and 24 car driving that machine back to victory lane, back to pit road. And does have the window net down, so it does look like that'll be the end of the race for Mike Harmon as well. Here we go. We only got 18 cars, or rather 22 cars left on the racetrack here. And still plenty of racing left here from Talladega. Through the tri-oval. John West Townley is going to lead us to the green with Frank Kimmel on his outside. And another Ford and Ian Slager, that 97 car behind them as well. Let's see if those three Fords can get together or not. But green flag is in the air. We're racing yet again. Slager still stuck up high on his own. Now getting some help from Patrick Shelter, but can't get down in front of Michael Phelps. Phelps has no help. Now he's getting help from Norm Benning. Benning to the rear bumper. It's been a while since he's seen victory lane. He won a couple races back in the inaugural season of 2005, but hasn't been seen really since. Oh, contact. Geyer is gonna save it. I'm not sure how. He gets underneath the 30 of Jack Smith. I believe that's Jack Smith, right? It's gotta be. Frank Kimmel leading that lap. James Busher, the only car with a real problem, it seems. I don't see any cosmetic damage on that car, so maybe some engine problems, or maybe down a cylinder or something. But still rolling out here, just kind of minding his own business, trying to get some points, relying on the wrecks to happen. And we still got a pretty decent sized pack up here, so I wouldn't count out the chance for another wreck. We've got, what's this, a 20 car pack it seems, and another car kind of losing the draft here is Michael Annette in the 28. I think he might just be fine where he's at. Doesn't want to get up there and risk it. He also might have something wrong with that car. Who knows? But out front, Justin Allgaier, your new leader. Here comes Donnie Kelly. And here comes Norm Benning. We mentioned him not winning since 05. He wants a shot to get back in victory lane. He's going to the inside, 3 wide on the bottom. Sorry, there we go. Oh, contact, and around they go at the tail of the field. Up and over to 38. rolling wildly down the front straightaway, and a big impact for the 34 as well. He's going to get rolled over in a wild flip for Dominic Casola in the 38 car. Oh my goodness, Dominic Casola. We need a barf bag in that car. He went for the wildest flip I've seen in a minute. That was rapid flips. I mean, that was really violent. Goodness gracious. I don't know if he's okay. Might be a little dizzy after that one. We're gonna take a look at it. Goodness, we knew there was a possibility still for one more wreck in this race, and unfortunately, it was big. What happened here? Looks like, oh yeah, bad push from Ian Slager. Slager was on the rear bumper of Rob Brent all the way through the corner, and looks like just got into him. A little bit off center, as you see from the rear bumper of Gerhardt's car. Down the track they go. In the Dominic Casola, who's going to clip the 23 of Donnie Kelly. They all go around, and look at the 38 going up and over. And it bites, and once it bites, it starts rolling, and it just keeps getting faster and faster with the rotations back there. Very violent wreck. We're going to back it up and watch it again. Casola's on the bottom line of his own business. Slager into the 00. That's just hard racing at the end of the race. We mentioned Frank Kimmel being involved after dominating most of the day. Look at the 34 car up in the air and then gets rolled over by the 38. Man, that helped that 38 car slow down, though. I don't think he would have stopped rolling anytime soon if that didn't happen. Man, oh man. John West Townley involved in it. Look at that 38 just going over and over and over. And the 34 makes a hard right to avoid the 09 of Townley. Unfortunately, didn't like what he saw out of his windshield there. Sorry. Whew, man, still a little under the weather, but yeah, didn't like what he saw out of his windshield when he made that adjustment, and he got launched into the air as well, watching that 34. And we'll slow it down and get an official roll count, because I know we all want to see just how many times that 38 car went over. Man, it's going to be a really high number, though, I suspect. So we're going to slow it way down here. See Rob Brent in the 00. The 97 of Slager in the wall. Michael Phelps, Donnie Kelly. Allie Owens in the 20 back there is involved. John West Townley. You see the 44 of Kimmel got up in the air. Cars have been turning over left and right here today. So the 38's going over once. Right here. Allie Owens. Oh, Jack Smith in the 30. Looks like Matt Carter might get a bit of it here as well. This is the second roll for the 38 of Dominic Casola. 75 looked like he was going to get a piece. It's the third roll. The fourth. All right, we're going to just go back and we're going to speed it up a little bit. Just so we can, because I know I might have distracted you guys a little bit, and I want to ensure that we get a correct count. So that's the first roll there. It's going to be a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Here comes 17, 18. You see the 34 up into the air. 19. Daryl Basham, all four wheels off the ground. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and he's going to land on the 34 again here. 30, 31, 32, 33 rolls, 34 rolls for Dominic Casola. Yeah, he might be out for a little while. I know it's the past series, we don't count injuries, but that's just hard to excuse. So he might not lose any time, but he'll definitely have the, the burst blood vessels in his eyes from all those G-forces. Because, man, that was a really nasty flip. That was like, what was it, Maynard Troyer? Back in the day, or Trevor Boyce? One of those two. I can't remember who it was that had just the insane amount of rolls at Daytona, but we're going to double them back up and send them off yet again. Pace car is in right there, coming through the tri-oval. Allgaier is going to lead the field back to the green. Taylor Mawson on the outside is going to restart P2. Green flag back in the air. We're racing yet again here from Talladega. Green, white checkers. It'll be 2 laps to go. Mawson with a good push from behind. It's the 60 of Patrick Sheltra is right on his rear bumper, but he's going to fall back to get disconnected, and Allgaier just too strong on the bottom, even on his own on the restart, getting up to speed here. He's going to move up and cover that top lane. Can anybody get up there and catch that 16 car? The 4 has a run down the back straightaway. Can he make the move down in the 3 and 4? No, not quite. Allgaier just too strong, too fast for the rest of the field. Here comes Sheltra on the bottom. Allgaier is going to move down the block. He's going to stay kind of in the middle, wants to evenly distribute the draft, keeping these guys side by side for as long as he can. Smart move by Allgaier there. Now he's going to pull Sheltra along with him on the bottom, as that's the shorter way around the track. Moves back up, trying to keep the 4 alongside. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go from Talladega. Here comes the rest of the pack. Norm Benning on the inside. Bobby Gerhart. Gerhart being chosen to run, what is it? Goodness, I can't even think of the name of it. Superstar League of Racing next season. Frank Kimmel already raced in it this season, but here comes Allgaier off turn number 4. Final time through the tri-oval. Justin Allgaier, no competition from behind, just too fast for the competition. Allgaier is going to win at Talladega. 60 of Sheltra with a nice P2. Taylor Mawson P3. How about Brad Smith coming home P4? Norm Benning rounds out the top 5, and then Bobby Gerhart, Dexter Bean, and Tommy Hessert III. Michael Annett slips up into 9th place, and where's 8th and all that? Oh, Bean came home 8th, Hessert 7th. Annett P9, Brian Scott rounds out the top 10. Then it's Michael Phelps and Donnie Kelly, Matt Carter, James Busher, and Ian Slager, the only car. Oh, and Jack Smith and Allie Owens, the only cars left on the racetrack. Only 17 cars left on the track. Wild stuff here from Talladega. That's going to do it. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. I hope to see y'all next time. And until then, peace.